Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Classes for You. Today I will explain in this video about what is compound interest, and along with it we will see some example based on compound interest and simple interest. Thank you. So come back to our video, compound interest. See friends, compound interest basically it is one of the most important concept to understand when you're managing your finance, and it also help you to earn higher return on your saving or investment. So basically I can say compounding means what? It means a process of growing. What does it mean? Process of growing. I can say it is a process of growing. So it we can also describe it as the interest which you earn, okay, which you earn the money that you paid, okay. So here I can say the interest which whatever you are earning, that will be higher, okay. So friends, here means we will see how the compound interest is different to simple interest. See friends, in this compound interest, the interest whatever, it will be higher return to the lenders. But simple interest, in case of simple interest, the return amount is very low. Is very low or low, I can say. And also one more thing which is very important, that in compound interest both principal and interest keeps on changing. But we can say that in simple interest both the principal and interest means that is constant only. It is not changing over a period. But as in compound interest I told, it keeps on changing. So based on this only I will solve an example which will be very. So friends, in this example we will see how the simple interest is different to that of compound interest. Here I will solve in both ways, so please watch this carefully till the end, okay. See, here I am taking principal as rupees 100, okay, and rate percent is my 5%, and time period is 3 year, okay. 3 year I am taking, okay. So my simple interest, what it says, that P into R into T upon 100, okay. So here how much I am getting? So my P is 100, 5 into 3 year upon 100. So this to get cancelled. So my simple interest is rupees how much? 15, okay. And my total amount is 100 plus 15 is rupees 115, okay. So my total amount is rupees 115. See friends, this I am solving for 3 year. If I want to solve for first year, second year, third year also, we will see how that I can solve, okay. Simple interest for I1 is equals to my 100 into R is 5 into 1 upon 100. This is how much? 5 rupees I am getting. How much I am getting? 5 rupees. And I2 again 100 into 5 into 1 upon 100, that is again rupees 5 I am getting, okay. And I3 is 100 into 5 into 1 upon 100, okay, and again I am getting 5 rupees. So what my total amount, that is my total interest I1 I2 plus I3, how much? Rupees 15. When you add these three, how much you are getting? Rupees 15, okay. So what I mean to say, that when I am calculating for first year, second year and third year, my interest is constant and also my principal is constant. So this is for simple interest. We will see for compound interest, okay. For compound interest, first I will calculate for 3 year, that is CI is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 to time period minus 1. So my R is how much I can write here directly, 5. Okay, and my principal is 100. Okay, my principal is 100, and 100 into 1, 105. You have to write this 3 times. Okay, 105 into 105 minus 1. Okay, so what it says, 100 into 105, 105, when you will do, you will get 1157625 minus, when this you have to do LCM, so you have to write here 1 into this one, you have to write like this way, and upon this one. So when you do subtraction, first you get cancelled, what left? 1 upon 10,000, right? So 157,625. 157,625, right? So how much you will get? Rupees, my compound interest is rupees 115.625. See friends, difference here, what I am getting, my interest is rupees 15, but in this my interest is rupees 15.76 rupees, 15 rupees 76 paisa. So in this you can say through this that the return is higher in compound interest as compared to simple interest. Whatever you have to return to the lenders, the lender has getting this much interest, but in this case simple interest only he is getting 15 rupees. So if I will solve for, as I am solving here for first year, second year, third year, I will solve for compound interest also. Okay, we will see that one. Amount 1, how much? Principal 100 into 1 plus 5 upon 100. Okay, and time period is marked for 1 year, as I am taking for first year. So 100 into 105 upon 100. So how much you will get? Rupees, how much? This to get cancelled, so 105. Okay, 105 amount I am getting for second year. See friend, now what I will take, this amount I will take for second year as principal. Again for 1 year, as I am taking for amount for second year, so 105 into 105 upon 100. So how much you will get? One amount for second year, 105 into 1.05, that is rupees 110.25 paisa. How much? Rupees 110.25 paisa. Now I have to calculate, as the time period is for 3 years, so for third year I will calculate amount. Okay, for third year I will calculate. Again, if for third year I will take this as principal into 1 plus R is my 5 into 100. So for third year I can say 110.25 into 1.05. Okay, so how much I will get? How much I get? 115.7625. Okay, rupees, this much amount I will get. Okay, so friends, what I mean to say that while doing this simple interest, the principal become constant and the rate of interest again constant. But while doing compound interest, the principal, see, the principal, this is the principal, it keeps on changing. See, it keeps on changing. First, for first year, 100, for second year, 105, and for third year, 110.25. So my principal is again changing and my interest is also again changing. See, okay, for C1, how much? 105 minus 100. How much I got? C1 as I got 5 rupees. Okay. Now C2, that is compound interest for second year, that is how much? 110.25 minus 105. How much you will get? 5.25 rupees. Right? How much I am getting? 5.25 rupees I am getting. And compound interest for third year, how much I will get? 115.76 means I will get 15 rupees. Okay, wait, I will have to write full now. Minus 110.25. That is how much I will get? Rupees 15.76. See friends, why I am telling this for first year, second year, for separately I am telling why, because I want to highlight that one point, that principal and interest, okay, see in this for first year I got 5 rupees, here also 5 rupees, in this for second year I got 5 rupees, and in this I got 5.25 rupees. Here I got 5 rupees again for third year, and for third year I am getting 15 point, wait, for third year what I will get? Rupees 5 point, how much? 51. Okay. So for third year I am getting 5.51 rupees. So while calculating, while adding, again what you will get? 5 plus 5 plus 5, 15.76. So total interest is my, how much I can say? Here total interest is 15.76. Okay, or I will write here total interest 15.76 rupees. Okay, so friends, basically here interest only 15 rupees you got, and here you are getting 15.76 rupees. So through this I want to say that it is more profitable, means compound interest is more profitable than simple interest. So whenever you are investing money, so see that you are paying for compound interest. Okay, and see friends, through this video you can calculate your investing, whatever investing money, you can calculate your interest through this video. So please watch this video. Here are some formulas for compound interest when it is compounded annually, or when it is for half year and for quarterly. So hope so you enjoyed this video while seeing the difference between the two. See friends, why I am calculating for particular, for every time period I have to calculate. I did here calculation why, so that you can easily find the difference between these two. I can calculate, see here I calculated directly. Again I got 15.76, here also 15.76, and here you got interest as 115 rupees. Okay, 115 rupees. So here you got interest as 15 only. See here. Here you got interest as 15, I got in there 15.76. So there is a difference between these two. So we will see some formula. Okay. See what are those formula. When it is compounded annually. See, when it is compounded annually, the amount you have to calculate, that is P into 1 plus r upon 100 into n. Your n is time period. And for half yearly, okay, for half yearly, the amount, when it is compounded half yearly, you have to remember the formula, that is p into 1 plus r by 2 upon 100. Means the rate of interest, if suppose your rate of interest is 4%, at that time your rate of interest divided by 2, you will get only 2%, and your time period is for 2n. And when it is quarterly, your amount is how much? P into 1 plus r by 4. This time you have to write r by 4 upon 100. So friends, these are the formulas you need to remember while calculating amount for the compounded annually, compounded half yearly, and the amount for compounded quarterly. So you need to remember this formula, and hope so you got the idea or you got the concept between the simple interest and the compound interest, how they differ to each other, and where the interest you are getting more. Hope so, because see, in compound interest, as I told, the principal and interest keeps on changing. So directly we can say that compound interest, it is more profitable as compared to simple interest. So please watch this video. You will get more ideas by watching this video. Subscribe it, like it, share it. Thank you.